sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. It brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Good. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Cook, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
49-yard
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 18.
Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun is Eason. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Houston.
Now Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Leighton just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
taken.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on third down. Eason. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
26 yards. And the Texans first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking a man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The 33-yard
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They run, Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
At the 40.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried by number 2.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Texans 7. Younghoe Koo
following the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Titans' 48-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Eason setting up the screen for Cook. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That's to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Eason. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Dalvin Cook.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Eason sets to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Eason. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Josh Hill. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Score Titans 24, Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First and 10, Eason. That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Operating from the gun. Eason, he's got a man. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Houston.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 48-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Eason. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason dancing to his left. Eason gets hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Titans. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. times here today. This run's not going to go anywhere. Levante David in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Texans' 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Texans
able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark, he's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Eason. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Taken down.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Today's final
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Titans, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
A former Seminole back home in Florida, it's Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
First down, Vikings.
On first down, Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Seven yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
15-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
when you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
First carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Buccaneers, Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, and they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Check it back.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mike 54. You ain't got nothing.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Hey, 50 to Mike. Okay, double up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Okay, just like that.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Rob Gronkowski His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The throw over the middle is taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Gronkowski
ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
complete to
11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Backbreaker. That'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes it's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Mike Evans.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards on the ground.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Hey, mine's 50, mine's 50. Let's hustle.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
His pass caught at the 4. The pass. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Rob Gronkowski. Incomplete. Results in a fourth.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
McCann's kick up and good.
And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Give him 18 yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
A 3
Over 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith.
The pass.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
First down, Vikings.
First down. It's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the 2nd level.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Miller, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll go with a big for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Shotgun, he'll look to throw, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Vikings 7.
McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. We're back now here on EA Sports.
17.
It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6.
And they'll run it. Here's Cook. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
The Vikings 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. 4th down, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback. but you showed them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll buy some time right. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. How about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take a look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominant.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out from the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On the 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he...
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Vikings.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump this off to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down. It's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
The pass.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
Let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Today's final
Charles,
score.
I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.